Psychiatry's Zora's Corner, and know that we are going to be streaming this onto YouTube. So thank you all for joining. Today we have two wonderful guests here for Zora's Corner. We have Dr. Cassandra Raphael, our resident Zora's Corner reader. She is back to give us all the facts and tell us all about the importance of seeing characters who look like us. And we also have a psychiatrist and also author of one of our books, Dr. Adjoa Smalls-Manti. So welcome to all of you. Thank you for being here. We have two books that we're going to be reading today. And I'm going to be muting soon because I'm going to let the readers take over. But we have two books that we're going to be reading today, and they are great for back to school and great for inspiration about being brave, about being who you are. So our first book is May Amongst the Stars, about Mae Jemison. So if you don't have it, it's going to be coming to you in the mail, or you can pick it up. And then we also have Dr. Adjoa's book, Anjali and the Brave. And we're going to talk about vaccines and being safe in the pandemic, because it's still a pandemic, guys. All right. So without any further delay, we are ready to start. Dr. Cassandra, are you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
You ready? Did you say yes?
I am ready.
Oh, we can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
Oh, no. What's happening?
Oh, no. Couldn't you hear me a moment ago?
I hear you just fine.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay.
Can y'all hear her? It's just me? Oh.
No. Couldn't you hear me a moment ago?
I hear you just fine.
Yeah, we can hear
Are you
you.
able to hear me?
It was me, everybody.
Yeah, we hear you.
Sorry.
Okay.
Can y'all hear her? We are ready.
No. Couldn't you hear me a moment ago?
I hear you just fine.
Yeah, we
Oh,
can
no.
hear
There's
you.
like some weird feedback thing
It
going
was
on.
me, everybody.
Yeah, we hear you.
Sorry.
Okay.
Can y'all hear her? We are ready.
No. Couldn't you hear me a moment ago?
I hear you just fine.
Yeah, we
Oh,
can
no.
hear
There's
you.
like some weird feedback thing
It
going
was
on.
me.
Yeah, we hear you.
Sorry. Okay. Can y'all hear her? We are ready.
No. Couldn't you hear me a moment ago?
Okay. I don't know why I was doing that, but I think we're back and ready to go.
That was amazing.
Hopefully we're good to go now.
I am ready, Danielle, whenever. So we're going to read May Among the Stars by Rhoda Ahmed and Stasia Barrington. Little May was a dreamer. They say that daydreamers never succeed, but little May was different. One day, May was working on an assignment for school about what she wanted to be when she grew up. What will you tell them, May? I will tell them I want to see Earth. But this is Earth, May, her mother said. The flowers, the grass, the forests, and the mountains. We live on Earth. I know, but I want to see Earth from out there. That's an amazing plan, little May. Then you have to become an astronaut. That way you can see Earth from space. An astronaut? Do you think I could do that? Of course you can. If you can dream it, if you believe it, and work hard for it, anything is possible. May asked her mom to take her to the library. She searched for books about space and astronauts. After dinner, May drew pictures of space, and she even made her own astronaut costume out of old orange curtains and cardboard boxes. Later, She asked her dad, "But how do I become an astronaut? It seems impossible." "You will find your way, May, because if you dream it, believe in it, and work hard for it, anything is possible." But space is so far away. It's closer than you think, little May, and you may get there sooner than you think. That night, May had a happy dream. She was dancing in space, surrounded by billions of sparkling stars. Below her, she could see Earth, floating and turning like a shining crystal ball. The next morning, she told her parents about her dream. May wanted to tell everyone, and every time she talked about it, her eyes would light up. In the classroom, Miss Bell told everyone to stand in a line on the rug. Today, we're all going to share our dreams about the future. What do you want to be, and what do you want to do when you grow up? Who wants to go first? May's classmate said, "I want to be a firefighter. I want to be a teacher, a football player. I want to be a mom." May said, "I want to go to space. I want to be an astronaut." All the kids started laughing. Miss Bell asked, "May, are you sure you don't want to be a nurse? Nursing would be a good profession for someone like you." "No, I don't want to be a nurse. I want to be an astronaut." May felt very disappointed. On her way home from school, May was quiet. She looked out the car window. Her world turned blue and cold. Nothing was the way it used to be. At home, May started crying. Miss Bell said, "I can't become an astronaut." "What a silly thing to say," said her mother. "She told me I should be a nurse instead," said May. Her mom wiped away her tears. "My dear May, I hope you didn't believe her." "Of course I believed her. She's my teacher." "I'm sorry Miss Bell didn't encourage you, but she can't stop you. No one can stop you. Follow your dream, May, and go to space." "Thank you, Mom. I promise when I get to space, I will wave to you and Dad from the spaceship." Her mom took her by the hand and they started dancing. You must always repeat to yourself, "If I can dream it, if I can believe in it, and if I work hard for it, anything is possible." May went on dreaming, believing, and working really hard. And guess what? She went to space and waved to her mom and dad on Earth. That's the end.
Yay. Thank you, Dr. Cassandra.
Say thank you, mommy.
Thank you. Thank you, Got a good story, everybody?
So those are my little guys.
Yes, even Zora calmed down. Perfect. Okay. Now we have, thank you, Dr. Cassandra. Now we have another book. Our second book is by Dr. Ajwa, and we are going to hear about Anjali the Brave and her story. And then at the end, we're going to ask some questions and hear some answers from our great doctors about going back to school, about being brave. Is everybody going back to school? Or are we going virtual school? Oh, you're all going back? Okay, okay. All right. Well, Shy, I know you're not coming. You're going to be at home. Okay. All right, Dr. Ajwa, take it away.
Are you able to let me share my screen? Okay. Is everyone seeing it now? Okay, so we're reading Anjali the Brave, all about vaccines. Dad, why do I have to get so many shots? Asked Anjali. Didn't I just get a shot a few months ago? Yes, you did, said Dad, but this is a different shot. I'm big. I'm 6 years old. Why do I need another shot? Asked Anjali. Even a big, strong girl like you needs a shot so you can become a big, healthy 7-year-old, said Dad. That way you can keep playing soccer and doing all the other things that you love. Oops. I'm scared of getting another shot, Anjali said with a look of concern. Sometimes they hurt. I'm going to cover my eyes when I get it. You were so brave last time, said Dad. I'll hold your hand. It will be okay. Dad, what's inside the shot? Anjali asked. Why do they need to put it in our bodies? Those are good questions, Dad replied. What do you think? Should we ask Dr. Amber? Yes, we should ask Dr. Amber, answered Anjali. I really want to know more about these shots. Hi, Anjali. It's nice to see you today, Dr. Amber smiled. Anjali is scared of getting a shot today, Dad told Dr. Amber. Is that so? Asked Dr. Amber. I am, Anjali replied. Why do we get so many shots? They hurt. That's a good question. I'll tell you why. You've had shots since the day you were born, Dr. Amber explained. They keep you safe from germs. Germs are bad and can cause infections. An infection is when you get germs into your body and they make you feel really sick. Vaccines are shots that stop you from getting an infection. The vaccine gives your body a small piece of the germ that cannot make you sick. Instead, this small piece of germ helps your body build immunity. Immunity is when your body is able to protect you from the big bad germs that make your body sick if they enter your body. And how does immunity work? Your body is made up of building blocks called cells. The body's immune system, which works to build immunity, is made up of special cells that act like superheroes. And these superhero cells are found all over your body, and they keep your body safe. Germ pieces from the vaccine can't make you sick. Instead of germs, vaccines germ pieces help the superhero cells by showing them a picture of what bad germs look like. Then the superhero cells tell their sidekicks, called antibodies, to be ready to catch the bad germs before they can make you sick. If superhero cells and their sidekick antibodies ever see the bad germs in your body, they remember what they look like and they are ready to protect you. So shots are vaccines that help my body to protect me, asked Anjali, and I won't get very sick from bad germs later? That's right. Once you get the shot, you're vaccinated, said Dr. Amber. And who figured out how to make vaccines? Anjali asked. The idea behind vaccines began over 1,000 years ago. It started in different ways in many parts of the world, including China, India, Iran, Turkey, and Ghana, said Dr. Amber. In 1796, the first modern vaccine was created for smallpox by Edward Jenner in England. Smallpox was a disease that caused people to have a lot of painful spots. It was not fun at all to be sick with smallpox. Wow, that's a long time ago, said Anjali. Dad, did you get vaccines as a kid too? Oh, yes, I did. I got vaccines too, Dad replied. When did kids start getting vaccines? Asked Anjali. In 1855, Massachusetts passed a law that all kids had to get the smallpox vaccine before they went to school. If each kid got the vaccine, then they wouldn't get sick when they played with each other. Now kids get most of their vaccines before starting the first grade, like you did. People got the smallpox vaccine for nearly 200 years, so fewer people got sick. In fact, by 1980, there was no more smallpox. It went away forever. Isn't that great? It is. I'm happy I need one last shot, said Anjali. And there are other diseases like polio and chickenpox that used to make older people sick, like your parents and grandparents when they were kids, said Dr. Amber. But most kids don't get these diseases anymore because they got the vaccine. What is polio? Asked Anjali. When kids had polio, they usually had a fever and a tummy ache, explained Dr. Amber. But for some kids, their legs became so weak that it was hard for them to walk. Oh no, screamed Anjali. Can that happen to me? Not anymore, Dr. Amber reassured Anjali. Starting in 1955, kids could get a vaccine made by the American scientist Jonas Salk to protect them from polio. Everyone was eager to get the vaccine that they would wait in lines at school to get it. Do you know what chickenpox is? Asked Dr. Amber. I've heard about chickenpox. What exactly is it? Anjali asked. I can tell you about chickenpox, Dad said. I had it when I was little. It causes you to get spots all over your body, but mostly on your face, your belly, and your back. I still have a scar on my cheek from chickenpox. Will I get it too? Asked Anjali, frightened. No, you don't have to worry about getting spots all over because you already got the chickenpox vaccine last year, said Dr. Amber. That vaccine was developed in the 1970s by Michiaki Takahashi from Japan. Isn't it amazing that you're protected from all these germs and that by the vaccines you already got? It is, Anjali explained. But now there's a new germ called COVID-19, and it can make you sick, and sometimes it can even make it hard for you to breathe. We wear masks so we don't get sick from COVID-19. I don't mind wearing a mask, said Anjali, but I do at school, but I don't want to wear one forever. Once you receive the COVID vaccine, you will be protected from COVID-19 and you won't have to wear your mask all the time, said Dr. Amber. People like Hungarian scientist Dr. Kitlin Kariko helped create the vaccine you will get today. Wow, I want to be a scientist too, so I can help people stay healthy, Anjali exclaimed. But when can we stop getting shots? Anjali asked. You will always need vaccines, but you need fewer of them as you get older. You'll still get shots when you're a teenager and when you're an adult. Some germs are sneaky and can change what they look like, or sometimes the body forgets what the bad germs look like. That's why you must get another shot, called a booster shot. A booster shot reminds your body of what the bad germs look like, so your body can protect you from the bad germs again. Remember that smallpox went away when everyone got vaccinated? The germ didn't stay around because almost everybody was protected. That's called herd immunity. That's why it's important that we all get our shots. That's how we can beat COVID-19 and other bad germs. Dr. Amber and I already received the COVID-19 vaccine, and you will get yours today, said Dad. I'm glad I can get the vaccine now. Will anything happen after I get it? Anjali asked. Sometimes a vaccine may make you feel a bit crummy. Your arm may hurt, or you may feel tired, but that's just your body building immunity to protect you from the bad germs. If this happens, you will feel better in a day or so, explained Dr. Amber. Since you both already got the vaccine, I feel better about getting mine, said Anjali. I'm ready for it now. Even though I'm scared, I'm going to be brave. Getting shots keeps me and everyone I care about safe. Here we go, said Dr. Amber. Anjali rolled up her sleeve and Dr. Amber gave her the shot. And it only took a second. That's it, said Dr. Amber. Thank you, Dr. Amber. I'm happy I got the vaccine. When all my friends are vaccinated, we can play together again like we used to. You did great, said Dr. Amber. You're so brave. I'll see you at your next appointment. And that is the end.
Thanks, Dr. Adjua. All right, everybody. Are we still here? Oh, hey, Shai, I see you're still here. Oh, okay. Celeste, I see you over there. Hi, kids. All right. So Zora liked that one too. And everyone is going to get copies of both of these books. And Jolly the Brave. And did everyone see the lovely, beautiful Black doctor there? And Dr. Amber? Yes. Okay. Here is for the beautiful Black doctor. You know, there might be a few here. All right.
Yes.
So,
And Dr. Amber is a real doctor. You can.
oh, Dr. Amber is a real doctor.
She's a real doctor.
And also May Among the Stars. And plus, I will probably throw in another book for you if I'm sending them to you. And then if you're if you're a DC healthcare worker or you work at Howard University Hospital, I will have lots of books for you to choose from in the 3rd week of September. So before we end Zora's Corner, we just have some questions because Dr. Adjua helped us all to think about one aspect about going back to school. But Dr. Adjua, what inspired you to write this book? You're a psychiatrist. Hey, she just like to say, hey, everyone, I'm sorry. But what inspired you to write this book? You're a psychiatrist, you're talking about vaccines, kids have to get shots. Were you afraid of shots when you were a kid? What was going on? What helped you to write this book?
Yeah, so I will say before I became a psychiatrist, I did a PhD in immunology. So I'm also a viral immunologist and I did vaccine research. So I knew growing up as a teenager, as a young adult, you know, diseases can be scary. They can make us really sick. I saw the effects of, you know, people in my family that became permanently ill from illnesses, from, you know, that could be prevented from vaccines. So just doing research for that was very important to me. So a few, I guess almost like about a year ago, as the COVID was ravishing our country and the world really, I saw that, and that was really sad for me to see, but I was happy that a vaccine was able to be developed so quickly. So I wanted to spread the message to kids, you know, about, you know, kids and their parents as you're reading just about how vaccines can be helpful. Because I know it's, you know, shots aren't fun. I was not a fan of getting shots. I did love going to my pediatrician growing up, but yeah, shots hurt. And so even now as an adult, I have to kind of prep myself. Okay, I'm going to go do this, but I know it's important to keeping us healthy. So I just wanted to help kids understand why we get vaccines, because you know, when I understood why I needed to get different shots as a kid and as an adult and learn more about the science behind them, I felt better about getting shots and other medications that I need.
You were a very sophisticated kid, so we're happy that you ended up being a doctor and being out here to influence us. So vaccines can be scary, shots can be scary. We are getting ready to go back to school. Dr. Cassandra, what other things might kids be worried about? What might be a little scary going back to school for our kids and our families?
Yeah, sure. So, I mean, in addition to the return to school itself, of course, we're still in a pandemic and we have this other infectious disease that we're hearing a lot about, monkeypox cases increasing, getting a lot of media attention. And so children and parents are worried about being in close proximity with other students in a classroom, perhaps. Also, lots of schools are foregoing masks, which also brings about another possible consideration for some kids who, you know, might have social anxiety, or, for example, they might experience skin changes in puberty or just struggle with being more introverted. And some of these kids might have grown more comfortable, I should say, with having the mask on or being behind the mask, and removing them might cause some anxiety. In terms of parents, you know, naturally parents and grownups might also have the same concerns about the pandemic and monkeypox. And also parents who know that their children struggle in the traditional academic setting might worry about how well their child will do in the transition back to a very structured setting in school. So those are all, very valid concerns that parents and kids might have, or grownups and kids might have, sending their kids back to school.
Yes, I'm happy you said grown-ups, because shout out to the grandmas and aunties and uncles who are also helping to raise kids. So this
Yes.
question is for both of you, Dr. Adjoa and Dr. Cassandra. If they have these worries, if we're just worried about kids going back to school, we're worried about mask or no mask, depending on where you are. What can kids and parents do to manage these worries and anxiety?
So I think if you're feeling vulnerable about being exposed because a lot of people around you aren't wearing a mask, the thing is that you always have control over yourself. So you can wear your mask. I like to go to gym classes and I'm the only one there wearing a mask. And you might feel a little bit awkward, but I want to protect myself as much as I can. Because I still am worried about, getting sick, possibly spreading it to some of my more vulnerable patients. I'm a psychiatrist that works in the emergency room, but the reason why it's required for healthcare workers to get certain shots like the flu shot or the COVID vaccine is because even if we are young and healthy, and we might not get too sick from the virus, if we catch it, we might have it and transmit it to somebody that's sicker and more vulnerable. So I want to do something that can protect me and other people. So I'm still going to wear my mask when I'm in very crowded places. And I think our society is more understanding and of that, that some people may have issues that require them to take extra precautions. So I would just say be confident in your choice.
Absolutely. I agree with Dr. Adjoa on that. In addition to getting vaccinated, keeping the mask on helps you feel more safe. Then you do what works for you and for the people that you're going to be around. In terms of back to school specifically, what grownups can do is maybe before school starts and frequently in the first few weeks, engage your child about what they're looking forward to about the school year, what they're not looking forward to, and what, if anything, worries them about the upcoming year. So show interest and be supportive and encouraging. Early on, you might want to find out if there's a grown-up at the school that the child feels a good connection with, for example, a teacher or lunch staff or guidance counselor, and reach out to that person, especially if you suspect that the child might be struggling, just to establish some rapport with another responsible grown-up that your child might feel, able to confide in your absence. Also talk to your child about what to expect. For younger kids, the expected activities, naps, snack, story time in preschool, the schedule, the other kids will be there. And maybe for older kids, set expectations about, when you expect them to arrive back home, study time, bedtime, for all parents, but also especially for parents of neurodiverse kids who can kind of have big reactions to overstimulation, especially. Consider taking your child to the school to get used to the layout and introduce your child to the teacher. Let your child know that it's normal to feel nervous or worried about being away from home. And if it's helpful for them, consider letting them take a favorite object or family picture to school just to kind of be comfortable there. Getting on the bus with a friend or carpooling can be very helpful, kind of easing the transition back from home to school. And very, standard advice for a parent, but I say this with experience. Consider getting everything ready for school the night before. Make the ritual as stress-free as possible for you and for the kids. Get the notebooks out, the clothes out. Let the child maybe help prepare lunch, for example, if they're taking their own food. It just helps to reduce stress and set expectations for what's ahead.
Thank you so much for that. So my last question, because I know it is nighttime, and are any kids going to school tomorrow? I heard that some kids are going to school tomorrow. No, everybody going after Labor Day?
I'm going tomorrow.
Oh, nice. Tomorrow. Celeste, you're going tomorrow?
Started on Monday, right?
Yes.
Celeste, tomorrow is not Monday.
No, she started on Monday, so she's been going this whole week. So she is going tomorrow, but
Oh, okay. And Celeste said that you might be worried about new things, even eating new things at school. So yes, it's going to be a lot of new things, Celeste. So true, we got to get ready, and you'll learn what you like and what you don't like. So in both our books, so one in May Amongst the Stars and also in Anjali the Brave, we saw two wonderful Black role model women. Last question to close us out, because I know some of y'all got to go to sleep. Like maybe Zora could go to sleep. Is why is it important to see characters like Mae Jameson in May Amongst the Stars and like Dr. Amber in books for our kids?
Do you want to go ahead, Dr. Angela?
I can let you go first.
Oh, okay. So for May Among the Stars particularly, we didn't get to read the small biography of Dr. Mae Jemison at the end of the book, but when you get your book, hopefully you can check it out. But it's a true story. So Mae Jemison went on to become a medical doctor as well as an astronaut. And so the visibility of kind of high achieving people of color for young children of color also lets them know what's possible for them. One of the things that I really like about this book is the affirmation that they repeat time and time again. The mom says it, the dad says it, Mae repeats it. If you can believe it, then you can achieve it, basically is what they're saying. And so affirmations engage and activate the parts of a brain that keep you positive, make you happy, which build self-esteem and self-confidence and then competence, right? And also the chemical changes in your brain that can happen when you recite affirmations can have other health benefits as well, in terms of like stress reduction, and it helps you to be better to your body in terms of the amount of exercise you get, the foods you eat, and all of that kind of contributes to how productive you are and how well a kid can do in the academic setting. So that's my thought on Mae Jemison and her visibility, and also the benefits of the affirmations that the book provides for the child.
That's great. Yes, I see Zora's auntie Lori over there is agreeing. She loves affirmations. So just affirmations with your kids in the morning or at night. That's also a way to help them get ready for school every day.
And I think I echo what Dr. Cassandra said. Having role models takes away that belief that, oh, something cannot happen for me because I am like this. And I think sometimes in our lives we think, oh, this isn't for me because I'm this race, I'm from this area, I am poor or that. But I know personally in my experience, being surrounded by a lot of successful Black individuals, Black doctors, hearing the stories of Black doctors or doctors from many other diverse backgrounds, it made it normalized that I could achieve that level of education, talent, success through hard work. And I think, you know, if you ask anyone that is, as we deem, successful, it's all because they have seen it modeled to a certain extent. So I think we want to keep showing our young people that model starting at a very, very young age, in case it's not right around them, in case they haven't grown up in that in an environment surrounded by people. At least they can see it in books or eventually see it in movies, TV, and other things that they consume.
Well said, Dr. Adjoa.
Yes, both of you. Well said, both of you. So thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you for all of the kids for coming in. Yay. Thank you to all of you for coming in. I can see all of y'all now. Hey. So expect your books to come within September. Again, so you will get Anjali the Brave, you will get May Amongst the Stars, and I might throw in something else special for y'all. Just see what I have around my little library. And we will see you soon. The next Zora's Corner will be October 29th. It'll be in person in DC. We're working with a local bookstore, so I'll get some more details on that. And then hopefully we'll have another one of our virtual ones. We'll see how Dr. Cassandra is feeling either maybe October or November. If you are in the DC area and you are a healthcare worker, again, I am partially supported by the Department of Behavioral Health. So you can come and pick up your books the 3rd week of September at Howard, and we will send out an email blast for those days. And yeah, good night, kids. All of you, good luck with school. Remember affirmations, remember getting ready, remember that anything can happen. And yes, thank you, Zora, for being here this time. Last time she had an outfit malfunction. Okay, they know you can talk now. Okay. And thank you to both of our readers and Dr. Cassandra and Dr. Adjoa. Thank you, Dr. Adjoa, for having the vision to write this book. It should probably be in all the pediatricians' offices so that the kids are not so afraid of vaccines. And they know why they're getting these shots. Good night, everybody. Good luck with school. We'll see you next time on Zora's Corner.
Good night, everyone. Good luck. Good luck, kids.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Have fun next week.